Hi everybody, it's Holly Schultz from BabyGizmo.com. Now I'm continuing my video series on the hot holiday toys of 2011 to help you decide what's hot and what's hype. Now today we are serving up digital cameras for the kids. Now these are all by Fisher-Price and we're going to focus on one, but I just thought it would be fun to show you that I have one that's circa 2007, 2009, and the 2011. So I have a great idea of comparing how this one is much better this year. They've done a lot of improvements. And we're going to show you, because I'm going to show you side by side, the differences of what they've done. Now, the first thing, this one, it's called the Kid Tough See Yourself camera. They still have the regular Kid Tough camera. That is the original one for $40, but we're going to focus on the See Yourself. Now, this one retails for $70, and it has a lot more features than the regular digital camera, so you can decide which is best for your kid. Now, the reason it's called the See Yourself is because of this rotating lens. Now, my kids, they love to take pictures. They love to take pictures of their toys and their friends, but their favorite subject, hands down, is themselves. I'm not kidding. So this one is a perfect camera for them because all they have to do is swivel the lens and they can easily take a picture of themselves and see the shot in the lens while they're taking it. So if they have a friend over and they want to take a picture of themselves, you know, both of them, very easy to do. The kids love this feature. And they end up taking more pictures of themselves than anything else really with it. So that is why it's called the See Yourself. Now let's talk about the improvements. Now this camera, this one had 64 megabyte memory. And this one has 256 megabytes. So this is going to hold up to 2,000 photos. So a lot more memory on this one. They also improved the resolution. I have been waiting for this because these older models, the pictures were horrible. Now the kids didn't care because we never printed them and they just run around the house, but the picture quality was not good, I'm telling you. So this one, why? Because this one was, let's see, this one was a 640 by 480 resolution. This one's a 1.2 megapixel imager, which means it's a lot better quality, and you can see immediately by looking in the LCD screen at the shot that it's so much better. These you can actually print and actually see what the picture is of. Now, are they, you know, award-winning National Geographic type pictures? Well, no, it's a kid's camera, but they're much better than they were, you know, in the previous models. Much better quality. Now, there is a bigger screen on the See Yourself. This one is a 1.8-inch screen that allows your child to really see the shot. The regular Kid Tough camera is a 1.2, I think. Yeah, it's a 1.2 or 1.4 inch screen. It has a 1.4 inch screen, so it's a little bit bigger on the See Yourself. It has very easy to push buttons. The camera is for 3 to about 7 years old, and these buttons are super easy to push. Now, there were complaints on the previous models, this one especially. On the 2009 version, the button was very hard to push for a child. This one, very easy, right up top, snap, and the picture's taken. They're very big buttons on the back, very kid-friendly. Another thing they added to the camera this year is it has a zoom. None of the other models had zooms. This one has a 4x zoom, so your child can really get into, you know, the smallest thing to take a picture. It also has a little smiley face button on the back. Now that adds stamps to your photo. Now if your child takes a picture of someone or something, they can add funny stamps like clown hair or a mummy face, or they can distort the photo. My kids really like that because they can kind of mess around the photo, make people look silly. Now, one of the other things that stands the See Yourself camera apart from the regular one is it takes video. That's right, it's a video camera and a digital camera. And all you have to do is slide the button over to whether it's camera or video camera. And I want to show you the quality. Here's how the camera does on a sunny day outside, shooting yourself. And here is the camera inside in a well-lit room. So you can kind of see what the quality is. I know when I'm looking for cameras, especially for the kids, I'm always wondering, now, how really good is the picture? Well, there you go, I'm showing you. Now, let's talk about the resolution again. I'll show you side-by-side pictures of that too. Now, this photo is outside on a cloudy day with the 2009 older version. And this shot, this is from the new camera, exact same day, exact same clouds, outside. See the difference? Now let's take it inside. Inside, This is the one from the older camera, and this is the one from the new camera. This is the one from the older camera, and this is the one from the new camera. Again, see the difference? The quality is much, much better. Let's talk a little bit more about the camera. It's kid tough because it is rubberized. It's easy for the kid to hold. There's even a strap. They can put it on their wrist. It doesn't matter if it's on their wrist because this can drop down the stairs. It can hit the concrete. I'm telling you, we've had this one since 2007 and this one since 2009, and they are working and going strong, and they've been dropped everywhere. They've been thrown at each, the kids throw them at each other. They have been through war, and yet they're still working. So when they say kid tough, they mean it. These really, really work. It runs on batteries. My only thing is that I wish is that it had some kind of a docking station, like a rechargeable battery that I could set it on a station so that it could always be charged. The batteries on these digital cameras, they never last very long. That's pretty standard in the industry, so I would love to see that added. The other thing that they changed is they took away the flash. There's no flash on this camera. It has a low light capability, but when they say that, here's the thing. It needs a well-lit room. Let's just say that. Because the old ones, when you took it in a low-lit room, it had the flash to compensate. Now, it washed everything out, sure, but they could still take a picture. This one, if there's not enough light, the LCD screen is going to go black. And so it's not going to take a picture of anything. So you really kind of have to have a pretty decently well-lit room to get the picture. I kind of wish there was a flash on this one, and I'm guessing maybe they took the flash off. I mean, they say there's low light capability, but I don't like it that much. Is because when you switch it and you're taking a picture of themselves, maybe they don't want the kid, snapping flashes in their eyes. I don't know, because when it's turned, the flash wouldn't be on the side anyway. I don't know. I don't know why they took the flash off, and I kind of wish it had a flash. For those low-lit rooms, let's say Christmas, night, something like that. So I just want to, mention that too. So again, you have the bigger screen, you have a better resolution, so it's going to print better pictures. It takes video, it has big buttons that are easy to push, a rotating lens so they can take a picture of themselves. It's heavy duty, can go through war with your child, and it has a strap that they could also put on their wrist. So even without the flash, I think the camera is totally great. I think it has a lot of great improvements. It's much better than their older cameras. And if you figure your kid's not going to want the video or the see it yourself portion, like I said, you can still get the Kid Tough digital camera for this year, much cheaper. It's only $40 versus the $70. It's still going to have that great resolution. It's going to have that big memory, all the improvements. It's just not going to have the video or the see it yourself portions. So there you go. That's my review of the Fisher-Price Kid Tough See Yourself camera. And I'm Holly Schultz from BabyGizmo.com.